me? This is acting very strangely. Are you like in waiting? Are you really waiting? What the hell? Why isn't it working? Okay, wait. Now it's working. What in the world? Is this just my feed? Hold on. Live. Okay, have I been here the whole time? Or did you come into like waiting? Hi. I hope this is not going to be a bad internet day, you guys. Waiting? Really? I was here the whole time, and here I am. I'm looking at your things, at your comments, like talking to you, and you can't hear me. So this should be interesting. Very interesting. And it kept saying unable to connect. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you. All right, so hello. You had to close YouTube to come back? Oh, Lord. Well, if it cuts out on us or something, I will try again. So keep watching just in case. And now I'm so behind. Okay, Michelle, hi. Stephen, hi. Sarana, hi. Steph, hi. Ellen, hi. Sherry Bug, Heidi, Joyce, Tamara, Honey Owlette. Wow, we got a lot of people already. Good, good, good. I wonder if YouTube is screwing up. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone deep breathe. I haven't seen Wendy yet, right? Has anybody seen Ella? Ah, there she is. Yay. Okay. So while Wendy is able to be here, I'm going to finally do the unboxing of my package I got from Wendy. I've been waiting until she could be here the last couple days. And before that, I just was not in the right space to open up good stuff. You know what I mean? So, yay. Today's the first day I feel like I'm kind of almost back to normal. Well, everything else is screwing up, so why not YouTube, right? I'll have to tell you when I'm all done. I'll tell you about my day, which has been one of those days that like everything weird has happened. So this does not surprise me. It's really, it's like, you know, a Mercury in retrograde time, even though it's not that. Crazy. Hi, little dandelion. I was watching your channel earlier today. I'm so proud of you. I can't tell you. I mean, I did tell you. I think I told you. Yep. Okay, so I don't know if I should read this or not. It has been a weird day. Good. It's not just me. Wendy, what do you think? Is this a private message where you pledge your undying love or... I haven't seen no yet. Hold on. I know, I'm goofy. You're still there, right? Yep, yep. Okay. Oh, I missed it. You can. Okay, good. Jen, Mama Squirrel, happy and blessed Yule to you and your family. I had meant to send this to you sooner, but after Yule Fest last night, I'm so glad that I waited. I have learned and grown so much from you and our little tribe. You have created a worldwide community full of love and magic. You are an incredible leader, teacher, and person. I am grateful to you more than you could know. The power and spiritual growth I have found within myself. Good. Thank you for all that you are on my path. Yeah, it's so sweet. That's what it's all about, guys. This is why I do it. That. More than this. But this is fun. But that's why I do it. Okay. Yay! I know I'm a little punchy already, you guys, so we could be in trouble tonight. packaged so sweetly. All the love put into here. Oh, peacock, look, look. It's my spirit animal. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh, Wendy, that's gorgeous. And it's from Jerusalem. Oh, how cool. Good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. My peacock. Someday I will have to show you all my peacocks. I just haven't gotten there yet. All right, how am I going to do this without breaking stuff? Okay, wait. There. Isn't it cute? You're so sweet, Wendy. Oh, oh, this is gorgeous. And I'm going to drop it. I guess, is this sand from where you live? Is it? Oh, it is. Right? Oh. Yay! Oh, that is the best. I have a little piece of where you are. And it's so peaceful for you that it's going to be awesome for me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put that on my Yamaya altar when I get it done this weekend. Because I'm going to do it this weekend. Thank you. That's so sweet. I love that. Oh my goodness, girl. How much is in here? Okay, love the bag. Hello. I have I ever showed you my drawer of bags? I have a drawer of bags because I send like that too. My notification bell doesn't work. Jen, how are you? I'm better today, I think. I think. This is why you said don't watch your video tonight. You made me prayer beads. Yay! The lobster clasp can be snipped off if you don't want to hook it. And Oliver's wing feather. Oh, that's the best. Oh, oh my goodness, Wendy. Oh, that is gorgeous. Oh, Wendy. There's a little goddess on the end. Look at all the amethyst beads. Look at. It's so sweet. Oh, Wendy. That is incredible. I love this. Oh, that is the sweetest thing. I love it. I just love it. I just love it. I love it. You are awesome, girl. Wait, I don't want to put that. All right. I don't want to break it. Wait, I'm putting it on the table. Okay. Oh my goodness, girl. Yay! Look at the little notebook. It says Wonderland. And it's the white rabbit. Yay! That's so great. Oh, you are the sweetest thing ever. I'm telling you guys, I have the best YouTube group on the planet. On the planet. Hands down. On the planet. I can't tell you. I get messages all the time saying how, oh my God, what is this? Saying how impressed everybody. Oh my gosh. Guys. Oh my gosh. That is the perfect Imbolc altar cloth right there. Perfect. Dark colors. And I usually add blues to my altar at Imbolc because it's snow, cold. That is gorgeous. And it's got the peacocks on both ends. Oh my God, that's stunning. Oh, Wendy. That is just awesome, girl. You are the best. I have the best crew in the entire YouTube community. I love this. You guys, thank you so much, Wendy. Oh, I'm just so impressed. That is gorgeous. That is going on my main Sabbath altar. Already 12 minutes. And there goes the internet. I just kept running into Jen stuff. Aw, that's so sweet. Don't you love that? I keep doing that too with Hexen and Maddie, actually, but I'm not saying that because I haven't sent the box yet. But I swear it's going out soon, damn it. Wendy, I appreciate you so much. I absolutely love what you are putting out there, even though I have to catch up on it every once in a while. But I just love it. So I am blown away. I love you guys so much. And I want you to know how much I appreciate all of you. You guys, I was telling somebody, and now I can't remember because I get messages all the time. How are you, Jen? And everything. You guys are really getting me through this. I can't even, for real. And just to feel that is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Ah, I love you guys. Wendy, this was spectacular. Perfect. Thank you so much. I almost don't want to move on now. I'm like, that was just so cool. Okay. Now, I'm putting all the packing material back into one of the bags because I'm going to be reusing the bags and the packing material. Oh, Ange, I hope you know you don't have to do that. I mean, I'm trying to be in a space of gratitude because I am so grateful for all of you. I can't even tell you. But you don't have to do that because I feel your guys' love. I really do. Oh, shoot. The feather is in there. All right. I will find it because it probably... No, I hope it didn't drop out right here. If it dropped out right here, I will get it. I promise. I promise. You mean the green bag? Oh, wait. This blue bag. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, right here. There it is. Oh, look, it's so cute. Look at it right there. Oh my gosh, that is the cutest. Here I'm expecting a feather. He's so little. Of course it's going to be a little feather. Oh, that's the cutest little feather. That's awesome. His little energy is there. Thank you. I'm so glad I didn't lose it. You know me, I drop everything. I know, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Okay. So I want to say, right? That's so sweet. First of all, let me just tell you quickly about, because I don't want to go through all of it, but it really has been. I know, Shamara. Thank you, honey. I really appreciate it. This whole community has kept me together, so thank you. Literally, like, it's been a weird day, and I don't know what I think it's because of all the support I've been getting. I'm like, it's okay. I'm okay. No matter what happens, what I figure out, whatever, I'll be all right. So literally, first of all, we didn't get 10 inches, but we got quite a lot of snow. Hi, Jack. Welcome. I'm glad you made it. And I woke up and my son had gone out. Like I had to be at work at 7 and he's 17. He had woke up really early and went out and shoveled for me. So I didn't have to. That was pretty cool for a 17-year-old. And he's been so great. He's been taking care of the chickens for me and everything. Aw, thank you. I have to say, I went and took a shower before I came on because I was like, yeah, well, it's not rare here, Stephen. That is, usually we get 10 inches all the time around this time. So it's really not rare around here. We live real close to Buffalo. So if that tells you anything, I know most people go, oh, Buffalo, oh, the snow. We get it too. But, hi, Heidi. I know, where is Brad? Darn it. His job. What did he think? He has to make money to like pay rent and stuff? Jeez. I know. So, and tonight we're supposed to get more, but so he got up and shoveled for me, which was really awesome. I made it to work okay on time. Jennifer, so far so good here in New York. I know it really hasn't been that bad. I kind of want to knock on something wood, which I don't have much right in front of me right now. Oh, wait. There. It was terrible. Thank goodness I was at my office because I can take the back roads and I'm there in 10 minutes usually. So it took me twice as long, but still that was nothing. Because there was accidents apparently all over because it was really bad this morning. But I made it there fine. And most of my patients like canceled. I did 2 patients all day because it was so crappy. But literally I got to work and I had my breakfast and my juice in a bag. And I set it down on the counter and I went to go start my machine and, do all the morning stuff. I came back and my cup had tilted. The stag in the back is huge. Oh, yeah. That you mean? I love that. Peter got that for me. So my cup had knocked over when I put the bag on the table and juice went all over everything. And at first I thought my backpack was on there and that's where I keep all my tarot decks and stuff. And I'm like, ah! So I'm like grabbing paper towels and I'm all this stuff. Then I had cereal for lunch because that's one of the foods that I eat that isn't terrible for me. And I went to pour the cereal out and there was a rip in the bag that I didn't notice and it spilled all over the floor. And I'm like, okay, just clean it up. All right, we'll just get going. There was something else like that too that I was like, what in the world is going on today? Like all this weird crap. But so when I got home, I felt like, I just want to wash this energy up and start over. So I jumped in the shower. I got my warm, comfy pajamas on. Let's see. But then I got out of the shower and I felt like, okay, I just washed all that crap off because I always do the shower thing, you're letting the water run over you and you're like, okay, goddess, guards, guardians, you dropped a carton of eggs in the grocery store. See, it wasn't just me. It was weird. Anyways, guides, guardians, help me to wash everything that I don't need and let it go right down the drain. So I don't have it anymore. I don't need that energy anymore. Let's start over and blah, blah, blah. So I got out and guess what I found? I found my hooker deck. Yes, I did. I found it. I did. I found my hooker deck. So, quickly, before I start on Imbolc, because it's already 20 minutes in. Weird. I had my flu shot, a Prevnar 13 shot, and blood work. Oh, shit. Oh, hold on. Now I can't see anything. Hold on. Wait. Go back. Yeah, blood work taken from the back of both hands. First one would not produce blood, so it is marvelous to be here and find you. Yay! Good, Joyce. Yay! I was looking for my phone today, and it was in my hand the whole time. Oh, Stephen, I'm telling you, it is it is hell to get to be our age, which is not old at all, but it is hell to be old. All right. Hi, Marguerite. Yay. So where was it? Okay. So this is the really bad part, because if you look on any of my videos that are upstairs, you can see it the whole time. Because I forgot that I put a bunch of my decks in the purple shelves that was way up, like where we kept the witch up there. Those purple shelves that I put decks in, like when I was doing Samhain and all that, it was up in those shelves. I'm looking all over. I cleaned off the couch. I was like, where? I know I didn't misplace this thing. What the heck? I could not figure it out. And then I just happened to, I moved my chair because I thought maybe it like dropped underneath my chair I was sitting in or something. And I looked up and that shelf was there. And I'm like, oh my God, I have decks in there. I wonder if it's in there. And I just went like this. Yep, it's right in that shelf. So we could all see it the whole time. But of course, you didn't know what you were looking for. So it's not your fault. But here it is. The Visconti Tarot. This is the golden Visconti Tarot. See the flash? So I'm going to open it up and just show you guys real quick, since I've been talking about it now for how long. So it is a pip deck, but it's like the most gorgeous pip deck ever. And saw me about to cry, and she gave me a hug and she told me she'd get it cleaned up for me. Aww. Isn't that awesome when you get actual real customer service from people? It's rare nowadays, but it's good. So this is drop a like for Imbolc. Yay! See, you see the flash on these cards, the gold foil. It is a pip deck, but this is why I call it the hooker deck, because even the pips are gorgeous because they have this flash to it. It doesn't have hookers on it, but it has a lot of bling. Look at here. This is the Emperor. No, the Hierophant. Look at, ooh, look at the bling on these cards, right? This is the Knave of Swords. Customer service is appreciated, right? So the court cards and the Queen of Swords is a totes a hooker. Really? You got me looking at the sides of decks. I know I did edge these ones in black. They were not black when I started. Wait, why? Oh, because I'm not live. Right? First thought the gold could be distracting, but to see yourself reflected in the card could be really interesting for meditations, right? So I gotta hold on. Queen of Swords. Oh, here's my Justice card. But I do have hooker boots. Perfect. I love hooker boots. I have hooker boots too. Don't we all have hooker boots? At least those of us who were alive in the 80s. Justice is kind of a hooker too. Let me see if I can find the Queen of Swords. There's the King of Swords. Oh, look at, here's the High Priestess. 3 pairs of hooker boots. Yay! Hooker boots. Yes, yes. See? You all are age autocorrect can be annoying. Uh-oh, what did you say? It's all pimped up. Oh, I know. Stupid YouTube. There's the High Priestess. Which is, you know, the only thing I don't like is, of course, it's based, because it's a Marseille deck. It's based on, no hooker boots, my calves are too fat. Oh, I have big calves too. But I zip them up in there. The Empress. Oh, look at, I do love the Magician. Oh, because it's a Marseille deck. You didn't, Stephen? Well, what is the matter with you? Why didn't you have hooker boots? There's the Magician. I do love the flash of these decks. What am I looking for? Oh, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is supposedly a hooker. There's Queen of Pence. Hold on. Temperance. Ooh, look at the Sun card. Creepy baby with abs. Hey, at least the creepy baby this time has abs. All right, that makes it even more creepy. It looks like a turtle is sitting on his belly. And he's holding a creepy baby face son. Ew. Why must all Sun cards have these ugly, creepy babies? It's awful. Tarot deck of sexual magic could be a hooker deck. Yeah, whew, that's true. Look at how blingy or he has hernias, right? Yes, I found my hooker deck. Look at Death. Even Death is all blinged out. Yes, it does make it more creepy, right? Yay! I did. I found my hooker deck. Queen of Wands. Darn it. Hold on. I swear I'm going to find. All right. I don't like the Strength card. I don't think I ever looked at the Strength card. I'm really pissed off with the Strength card. I hope this lion bites this head off this asshole. Why must the sun always be a creepy baby? It is. It's yes, you can still get this deck. Absolutely. Look at, he's about to beat that lion. I hope the lion bites his head off. This is the Strength card. That really annoys me. I'm like, no, asshole. You suck. I know the lion is kind of creepy, but he still doesn't deserve to be beaten. We didn't beat the creepy baby. Queen of Chalices. Really? I have seen every queen now. But that one. Oh my goodness. Even the Star card isn't naked though. Yeah, that is force. Yeah, I'm not crazy about that Strength card. Where is this? Oh, here she is. Oh, look at, she even has gloves. All right, she does kind of look like a hooker. Looks like the lion from Horton Hears a Who. Yeah. Woo! There, her legs wide open. Yep. She's kind of a hooker. All right, so that is the hooker deck. I finally get to show you the hooker deck, and it is the Visconti Tarot. And there's a couple different versions, so you just have to make sure that you're getting the gold version, which is funny because it doesn't say the gold version. Oh, yeah, she's a redhead, right? Me too. Yes, I found my hooker deck. Yay. Here, Rosie, I'll show a couple cards real quick. This is the hooker herself, Queen of Swords. See the gold foil? The creepy baby in the abs. Abs almost look like a hidden symbol of something, kind of like Da Vinci's Man and God. There's brain behind God, right? Oh, yeah, the ISBN. There you go. All right, hold on. The ISBN. Oh, my God. It's on the barcode, right? Yeah, right. Here you go, guys. Go ahead. You who are younger than me, hopefully I can get it too. Oh, come on. You know you want to do this. There it is. Try not to shake so you can pause it. Sorry. So, you know, when you try not to shake, it shakes more. I hope you guys could get it off of that. That way, if you want this deck, write down the ISBN number. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you. Oh, here, Rosie. Here's. I was a hairdresser in the 90s. Perms, perms, perms. Yay, perms. Do you know how many perms I've had in my lifetime? Here's the Tower card. All right, so that was the hooker deck. Yay. And I edged mine in black. One day you're going to tap the phone and it's going to fly back. I know, right? Jennifer, I had my first video, which was also my first live. Yay. Oh, I have to do that. I know I've missed you guys too. Perm with an undercut. Oh, yes. Caroline, hope you can pull in an income from weird burning. I will watch it. I'm hoping tomorrow is like a lot of cancellations too, so I can keep catching up. I caught up on a lot of your videos today, and I did all my notes, which I have someplace right here. Shoot, where are all my notes? Wait, I have them. Here they are. I found them. Oh. Okay, so the question tonight, before I begin with Imbolc, is, should I enable you all? Wait, what? I'll look, take what? I'll look. Oh, take a look at that. Yes. Yes, I should enable you on? Okay. If you do not yet get this catalog, I highly suggest you do. I have gotten this catalog for a long time. I got my aunt to love this catalog, and because she doesn't know that it's witchy stuff. And it's funny because they don't say witch anywhere in here. They say like goddess sizes and all kinds of things like that. And she didn't know that it was witch stuff either. But it's called the Pyramid Collection. And when I hit the lottery and build my witch commune, this is my entire wardrobe. I will be wearing everything in this magazine. So just to show you all, you know, the women, yes, but there's stuff in here for, look at, this is a chakra wind chime. Wow, something I missed. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. This catalog is incredible. Yes, it is very addictive. Every time I get my taxes, I'm like, okay, I want to get 2 things out of this catalog. I'm trying to find some more because they, I mean, come on, they have all kinds of stuff. But they have like bedspreads that have like witchy stuff on it. Look at those boots. Oh, I want those boots. Really. So this is the new one, and I haven't really looked through it yet. Look at the rainbow stone. Wait, can you see the rainbow stone? Yeah, look at it. Yeah. It is very nice. Now, I will warn you ahead of time, just so you know. Oh, my God, I love that. Look at the hair. Oh, that is so cool. I love the hair. Thank you. There needs to be more witchy clothes for guys, right? No kidding. Now, I will warn you. Oh, so cool. All right, look at the ring. I love that. Yes. Stevie Nicks. Yes, 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 yes. And there's steampunk in here. Look at the steampunk shoes. Right? Now, before we get there, I have to warn you that in the middle of this magazine is always 2 or 3 pages of sex toys. Just so you know, just so you're aware, there happens to be 2 or 3 pages of sex toys in here. Just so you understand and aren't shocked and surprised. Yes, the naughty sections. Oh, so look at this. So you know my purple outfit that you guys all love? That's where I got it from. Yay. Right? That's where I got it. It is a really, I love this. Every month I'm like, oh, what is it? And then if you go online, or sometimes they have, look at the sales. They have the stuff on sale. Sometimes it's like 60% off. So if you watch and like you buy off season, like adult ones with batteries. Yes, Brad, Steve. Where was, oh, steampunk stuff. Yeah, look at it. That was cute. Oh, look at that vest. I love that vest. So annoying. I'm in the middle of something. Hello. So, oh, finally I get to that bedspread. I love it. So it's just, everything is, I just love this. So I just figured I would enable you since I was trying to tear myself away from it today. Right? Me too. And literally this is like going to be my, yeah, it's boho hippie. Yeah. I know, me too. This is going to be my whole wardrobe. Like I'm slowly taking out everything that's not this. And getting rid of, you know, my scrubs, because who needs to work when I've won the lottery? I just dropped all my notes. Yay. Okay, so that was really fun. Imbolc. Yay. The pages that, yes, the pages in the middle are the naughty bits. That's right. And they are very good quality naughty bits, just so you know. That's all I'll say about that. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. All right, here we go. So Imbolc. Yay! You're welcome. Win the lottery and build a pagan community. That's right. That's what I'm doing, for sure. I am. I'm doing it. You're very welcome. I think all witches need to have it. Justin is, see, now I just spilled my juice again. Ah! Oh, and this time, this is close. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. Yep. Jen, did you do a year and a day? You mean at the very beginning when I first started learning? Is that what you're talking about? I hate that there's a delay because no, I did not. I never did. So that should tell you something. That's spirit telling you, fuck the juice, have a cocktail. Yay, right? I swear I'm doing it. If I win the lottery, that is a promise from me to you. I'm doing a a witchy commune. So, a year and a day. Yeah, I've talked about this once before, I think. I think the year and the day thing is bullshit. I totally disagree with waiting a year and a day to ever try any spell. A lot of witches will tell you that when you first start off on this pagan path, that you should not do any spell for a year and a day. Nope. What I get kind of the intention behind it is that they don't want to encourage people to come into the practice just because it's hip and there's hip. That's so showing my age. I know that isn't there. Yay. Oh, good. I'm so glad too, Wendy. Just because it's in fashion this year. Aw. Thank you. I'm glad you're catching alive then. Hopefully, if you have Facebook, you come onto our Facebook group because we have a lot of fun in there and we interact with each other and we learn and teach in there too. Year and a day. There's the age thing again. I know. They don't want you to come in just because it's a fad. They want you to practice and read everything you can. Angela just posted the link. Thank you, dear. Love you. So if you want to be in the Facebook group, go ahead and post the link. All I ask is that you say yes. There's 2 very easy questions. Say yes. See, perfect. Say yes, you are subscribed to my page, and just give me your YouTube name so I know that you're subscribed. Yeah, so if you were to study for a year and a day, they then feel that it's because you are okay, are we back? Yes. Okay. Jennifer, because it's the in thing to do. Yes. Yep, exactly. And so they think that by waiting a year and a day to do any spell, that that proves that you're serious. Oh yeah, and I think I saw somebody say to mention that it is a secret group. So that means if you're in the closet, you can still join the Facebook group because nobody can see that you're in it. We just post to each other. It doesn't show up on your wall, just so you know. The problem with doing that is if I had to do that, I never would have become a witch. I have ADD. I never would have read about all this cool shit and not been able to do any of it and stuck with it for a year. I would have been like, yeah, I think I'll go back to my Catholic whatever. Because, yay, what do you mean I can't do anything for a year and a day? Thank you. And I will go accept you when we're done. To me, that's just ridiculous. You have to start working with energies as quickly as possible. I taught my children in the beginning of their lives to work with energy because I want them to get as good as they can at it and to be able to connect with the energies forever. And the more time they have to do that, the better they'll be. I mean, I didn't start until I was... How old was I when I had Joey? 28? I didn't start, really? Was it that long ago? No, it couldn't have been. How old is he? 17 years ago. However old I was 17 years ago. That's terrible. Did you really? I feel really behind with the practice part of my path, right? And why would you not want people to start working with energy right away? And it makes it seem like it's some exclusive club. And I think that's the other thing. And maybe I'm wrong, but when I look at, and I hate to say this, I love you if you're a Gardnerian too, but I look at the Gardnerian witches who everything has to be just so, and you have to do this. If you look at like Laurie Cabot, who I pick on a lot, but I love her because she is, the grandmother of witches right now. She trained under Gardner, or at least under people who trained under Gardner. She will say it often in her videos. She has a YouTube channel. You can look her up. And I follow her and I comment and I love her, but she will say on her channel, oh, you can't use this herb for that. Or make sure that you have this, or you can't do this spell. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think so. Because what do I say? If it works for you, it works. My energy is different from your energy. It's Laurie Cabot, which, wow, how cool. I don't know if I ever thought I would get to be an age that a witch didn't know who Laurie Cabot was. I guess I am a crone now for sure. Whew, wow. So, and nothing against you. It just means that you're probably young is my guess. And that's a good thing. That means you started way earlier than I did, and you can get way, way, way ahead of where I am. So remember that. Laurie Cabot is like one of the founders of modern witchcraft. She is a huge pillar in the witch community. She has written tons of books. She has studied under the originators of modern Wicca. And she is, I actually learned about her from that pyramid catalog. There you go. So it's so cool. It's just so cool. Yeah. That you don't know that is awesome. I think that's the coolest thing because we are at an age where people can come to this path in all kinds of ways, guys. It's so exciting and invigorating. And you had a tarot reading once with Laurie? Oh, all right. I have to say that I'm kind of jealous. That's pretty cool. Because even though I don't agree with a lot of stuff, she's still like the grandmother of all witches. Hi, Maddie. How are you, sweet pea? Jen, you still have a few years to go before your crown. Well, technically, I had, I don't know the Cabot as a founder, but she did help to bring it into the public eye, for sure. For sure, for sure. I know, I can't remember now, of course, you know, my brain. It's okay, honey. Life happens. I know she either studied under Gardner or, yeah, you definitely don't have to agree with everything Mom says. Or she studied under someone who studied under Gardner. Like she may have studied under Doreen Valiant. And she studied under Gardner, but I can't remember. So anyways, I don't know where the hell I was now. Oh, the year and a day thing. Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. I want you to start working with energy as soon as possible. Because to me, that's what I was saying. I think a lot of them think that it makes it more mysterious. Like, you know, there's secret spells. That's why all their grimoires had to be secret because it was illegal back then. I get that part. Yes, be careful, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't start to work with energies as soon as you can. Because you want to try stuff out. My energy is going to be different from your energy. So when I say a lot, when I am saying, okay, I use this herb for protection, you may not feel protection from that herb because when I say it, my energies are mixing with this herb's energies. And a spell to me is intensifying the intent that I put into it. And doing that with whatever I have available at my hands. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to try to choose crystals that have the same intention. Let's say I'm doing a protection spell, just because that's off the top of your head. I'm going to use crystals that I know are, for me, protection crystal energy. I'm going to use herbs that I think are protection herbs, and I'm going to intensify that energy as best as I can. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to intensify that energy, and I'm going to put that out in the universe. And so, of course, you want to start learning what works for you as soon as you can. What's your favorite crystal? Oh, that's a good question. I love all crystals. I'm very into crystals. I have to say, I have a couple. Mookite. I love mookite. There's a couple that I absolutely adore that when I see that crystal, I have to buy it. So I feel like my energies are lacking of what that crystal has. One of them is mookite. One of them is blue fluorite. I have lots of blue fluorite pieces because I can't get enough of it. So I think because I am kind of a teacher and I speak, oh yeah, you are. She needs to be on Jeopardy. Yeah, I know. I am good at crystals. It took me a long time though, guys. A long, 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 long time. I think there's a lot of blue crystals that I like a lot. Good catch, Jen. Any book recommendations for meditations and energy work? Ooh. Meditations, there is remind me at the end. I want to get to Imbolc real quick because that's what this is supposed to be on. But I will run over because my meditation books are on the top shelf over there. And energy work. Do you wear crystals in your hair? Ooh. I have had, what do you call them? the little ringlets, like that are necklaces that you put around your head for ritual and stuff that have crystals in them. But I haven't thought about, I could do like braids and put crystal beads in my braids. I could do that. Okay. Hold on, I can't see. Okay. Totally loving selenite lately. Oh, selenite is one of, first of all, one of the most cleansing. And selenite is very easily imbued with intention. So I always have, oh, where the hell is it? Of course I say that and then I can't find it. My big selenite ball, which I don't know where it is right now. I have had that imbued with the last super blood blue full moon, which was last year. And at this full moon, which is what is 21st, I think it is, which is another super wolf moon. And it is something, oh, the eclipse. Circlet. Thank you. Circlet. Yes. I will imbue it with that energy, because then anytime you want to charge something with that moon's energy, you can use that selenite, because selenite holds the energy for a long, long time. It's a good tip. All right, Imbolc. Imbolc is somewhere around February 1st. Yay, new Scullies. I love Scullies. Somewhere around February 1st. It depends on the astrological is interchangeable, kind of. Yes, January 21st. Exactly. Most witches, not most, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if most witches celebrated on the 1st. It depends. For me, it always depends on what day that falls on. This year, the 1st happens to fall on a Friday. So I will be starting Friday night and going into February 2nd, which is Saturday. And I think we said something about February 3rd was something else. And we were just going to do a whole weekend of Imbolc stuff. Yay. Your birthday is the 3rd. There's something else. Somebody else on one of the first live that I was doing about tarot brought up something else is February 3rd. Now I can't for the life of me remember. Crown brain. Okay. Glad I'm not the only. All right. So Imbolc or Imbolg. The only thing that is constant is the B is not pronounced, just so you know. But I have heard it pronounced Imbolc. And I have heard it pronounced without the K at the end. 3rd is the astrological date. Thank you. Yes, Yamayaz Day. I think you're right. I think so. So I pronounce it Imbolc. It's one of the lesser known festivals of the ancient Celts. It started with the ancient Celts. My fiance has a connection with Brigitte, and this will be his first time. Yay! I have 20 plus years on you. I know, but it depends on how you decide when a crone's life starts. For many witches, it is when you're postmenopausal. And since I had a hysterectomy, technically, if you were to go by that, I became a crone at 28. But I didn't feel like I was a crone then. My gran always said the B, it's a family quirk. Really? No kidding. I have not heard anybody pronounce the B. But I'm sure it's a dialect thing too, because there's different dialects all over, Celtic lands for sure. So do you all know, that's the one thing I was going to say, that's the age of my oldest grandson, is you all know if somebody says, is it a quarter Sabbath or a cross quarter holiday? because I came across that today and I thought, I bet you I haven't said that very much. There's 4 what we call main holidays in paganism. Yay, I know, right? I'm going to be a sponge until I die. So there's 4 main holidays in the pagan world, and then there's 4 what we call cross-quarter holidays. So the 4 major holidays are the solstices and the equinoxes. Both of those, they are the quarter days. And then the ones in between all of them are called the cross-quarter holidays or cross-quarter days. So I thought of that. I don't know when it comes up somewhere in my reading here, in my studying. I don't consider myself crone, but my government does, right? Yes, transitions. Yes, exactly. It's called the quickening of the year. The original word Imbolc means in the belly, or it can be O-I-M-E-L, O-milk, which meant milking the ewes since it's traditional the lambing season. Chase, hello, my sweet. How are you? I love when you stop by. What if you never technically were in the mother stage? Mother in paganism does not mean mother. It just means that nurturing age. You get to the age where you start to take care of your pets. You're now an adult, technically, and you start to nurture those around you. So it's not necessarily child giving. Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Chase, I'm good. Online shopping for the new house. Yay! I'm so glad. Is it great? Is it wonderful? It went through and everything finally. I haven't caught up with you for a while since you were going through hell trying to get it. So I hope it finally worked out for you. What if I've always been a nurturing person? Then you've been, somewhere in between the maiden and the mother stage for a long time. I close in 7 days. Yay! Congratulations. That's so exciting. Finally. I told you, it just, you kind of have to expect the very worst and just keep trudging along until it's done. Yay. Do you like to use essential oils? Yes, absolutely. All the time. For sure. That is so awesome. That's such a huge deal to accomplish. It's like, getting your doctorate or your master's degree or something, because it's like one of the worst experiences in life you will ever have is buying a house, because it's just always a nightmare. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say, oh, that was so easy. Ever. Oh, it's terrible. We're just talking about Imbolc, which is coming up 1st of February. So really, what are we doing for Imbolc? We are celebrating the return of the light. So we know Yule was the darkest night, the longest night. And so we've been getting a little bit of daylight back. Now, for us in the Northeast, that hasn't really transmitted into warmth. But we know, Chase, now you're a grown up. Well, I wouldn't go that far, Jess. Oh, Serrana. Oh, I can't imagine having to buy a house. Oh, you poor thing, after a house or an apartment fire. So what we do know is that underneath the earth in February and in all times, but we can start to see signs underneath the earth in February that spring is thinking about it. We're actually kind of like snowdrops usually start to come up. The lambs get pregnant or they are pregnant. The lambs drop and their milk starts coming in, which is where the Imbolc came from, use milk. And so we can think about, even though it seems cold and dark and barren, we know that Life is beginning underneath the earth again. Things are starting to grow a little, even though we can't see it because of the snow. If you look at the trees, birds become twitterpated, right? If you look at the trees, I don't think, my entire 30 years, I don't think it will sink in until I get antsy and want to go somewhere, right? It will be weird. It will be weird. But it's also really, there's something comforting, Chase, about having your home. Not your apartment, not your, place with your roommate. It's your home. You're responsible for it now. There's something very comforting that comes with that. And yes, you can feel it, Sarana. You can feel just little changes. You can see the trees, some of the trees start to bud a little. What time does this live go to? I never know, Beth. We kind of go until we're done. Counting the drawer. Yay! Herd animals have either given birth to their first offspring or their wombs are swollen. Yep. Marks the center point of the dark half of the year. So what it does, where the hell is my opening? Okay. So again, that's where it comes in with the quarter and the cross quarter days, because the quarter days, Yule was a solstice and Ostara is an equinox. So in between that, the cross quarter days is Imbolc. So that's where that comes from. It's time to let go of the past. We are getting rid of things. This is where we start, witches anyway, start our spring cleaning. We get rid of stuff we don't need anymore. We start to look to the future. We clean out the old, clear out the old, making both outer and inner space new for beginnings. New. We want to freshen up our lives. That means freshen up our environment, freshen up our energy, freshen up the way we think, freshen up the way we are moving. Oftentimes, witches will make a new broom or cleanse their broom, their besom, and put it near the door. And that is to signify, when you're done with your spring cleaning stuff, that's to signify, I'm ready to receive new things. Literally and figuratively. Yes, absolutely. Has a hermit cape. I knew I would enable some of you. This can be done in numerous ways, from spring cleaning your home to clearing the mind and heart to allow inspiration to enter for the new cycle. This is our first Imbolc as a family of witches. Yay, Heather. That's exciting. That's truly exciting. I love that. Constant message that I've been getting lately. Time to change and clear out the old. The devil, being my card of the year, seems to boost this message. Oh, for sure, Dandelion, for sure. Yes, I usually hunker down and make art. Yep, absolutely. Then I know wolf season is coming. Yes, 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 yes. I know. Traditionally, it has to do with Brigitte, because Imbolc started with the Celts. The Celts worship Brigitte, which the Catholics and the Christians made into Saint Bridget. When Constantine did his thing and decided that they were going to change all the Christian holidays to match the pagan ones so that they could hopefully get a few more followers, this is one of the things that they did. It's funny how the Catholics are celebrating Saint Bridget's time, exactly when Imbolc is. Isn't that strange and odd? Now, I don't mind if they share her. It's just hilarious to me that they tell us we're horrible because we are looking at other deities and then they have a million saints. How does that work for them exactly? Jennifer, he figured if you can't beat him, join him. Exactly. Exactly. I love telling my Catholic family that. I do too, Chase. I grew up so Roman Catholic. My grandfather took me every single Sunday. Now, I did not do that until my grandfather died because I respected him too much and it would have like broken him. But when my grandfather died, it's just, what are the odds, right? It just cracked me up. My Aunt Linda, who I believe was having an affair with the priest forever and ever, but you know, nobody in the family would talk about that. In fact, my aunt's not out there. I would totally hear my Aunt Nancy go, oh, don't say that. But my Aunt Linda, I have not been invited for a long time over to holidays at her house. I don't know why that is. I went to 12 years of Catholic school. Oh, there you go. Then you were with all the nuns. Okay, so she is also honored in Druidism as well. Yes, absolutely. She's honored across a lot of pantheons. Brigitte is. She is the the keeper of the eternal flame. She's got all kinds of purposes here. So, she is the goddess of healing, poetry, smithcraft, midwifery. Yes, I leave my videos. I don't usually upload until it's nighttime because then I can just go to sleep and wait for it to upload while I'm sleeping. It is the Festival of the Maiden. From this day to March 21st, it's her season to prepare for growth and renewal. The maiden is honored as the bride, so that will come in later. We're going to talk about the bride bed and making the Brigitte bride a doll to represent welcoming Brigitte into your home. Oh, here you go. Straw bridogos or corn dollies or wheat dollies, or I've seen people use willow branches that if you soak the willow branches, they get really flexible and pliable. Yay, I know, me too. I am kind of glad to be somewhat back to normal, at least for now. I had a nun as a cousin. Now she's married to a man. We're not allowed to speak about it, right? There you go. And unfortunately, in the Catholic world, that's what it is. Oh, don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Right. So the young girls can then carry the bride. So they make the bride. They carry the bride door to door. This is what used to happen. And where am I? And gifts are bestowed. Each household would give the bride that you have made, your dolly, symbolizing Brigitte, a different gift. Afterwards, at the traditional feast, the older women make special acorn wands for dollies to hold, which are called Priapac wands. And, I think I printed out examples of what these look like. Because one of the things that you can do is make up a Brigitte dolly and set it up in the bride bed, like hard-on ones. Yes, that's exactly right. That's it. And here they are. Boy, I don't know. These came out kind of dark. So many times they are used, you can see you use acorns or pine cones on the end of your wand, and that symbolizes the god, which you will put in bed with the bride doll, with Brigitte that you have made the dolly of Brigitte. And then you make up this little bed. I usually use a basket, and I put a little blanket in there, and you can put a little mattress, whatever. And first you bring in your bride doll and you dress her in white, blue, red, some of the colors of the season. I don't like using red for Imbolc, just because to me it's a different feel, but it is a traditional Imbolc color. So, you're welcome to do that. But you lay it out, and you're supposed to, it used to be they put it near the hearth. So if you have a fireplace, you put it near the fireplace to keep the bride warm. If not, you're supposed to put it near the stove. Just be careful. That's suggestive, right? And then before you go to bed at night, that night, on the night of Imbolc, you put the Priapac wand in bed with Brigitte. and you go to bed. And that is symbolizing they're warming each other up, which warms up the earth and wakens Brigitte. So she starts kind of warming things up and growing things around where you are and all that kind of stuff. So here's another Priapac wand. Right? I know. I love the traditions. That's, to me, yes, absolutely. Electric fireplace counts. Absolutely. The traditions of paganism make sense. They're like, oh yeah, of course that's what would happen when, in the ancient times when they did this stuff, there was a reason for that. Like we talked about with Beltane, that they were out screwing in the fields. That was to fertilize the fields. They thought that they needed to do that or else things wouldn't grow in that field. So they went out, and for a long time, it was said that you didn't have to be married. You didn't have to only go fertilize fields with your husband. It was a day that you could go pick somebody to go fertilize a field with. Woo! Now that's paganism. Okay. Also, you had some fun, right? And that's where Cabbage Patch Kids came from. There you go. That's right. So Imbolc is also the day that Cailleach, okay? I feel like sex was a reason for a lot of things in ritual. Absolutely. For sure. For one thing, of course they had a lot of sex because they didn't have TV. They didn't have, couches to sit on and become fat and lazy like we do. They worked really hard. So when they came back, they wanted to get some and then they went to sleep. When the sun came up or before the sun came up, when the cows start mooing at them, they got back up and started all over again. That was their entertainment. Of course they did. And they needed to make more kids so that they could go out in the fields and work because they needed kids to go out and help. So a lot of stuff had to do with that. So Cailleach, this is Groundhog's Day. I don't know if you all knew this, but Groundhog's Day came from the pagan path also. No wonder I was drawn to this path. Ta-da! Imbolc is the day Cailleach gathers her firewood for the rest of the winter. Legend has it that if she intends to make the winter last a good long while, she will make sure the weather on Imbolc is bright and sunny. That's why I love these chats. See? My grandmother had 13 kids, and that's what she said. There was no TV and coal. It was expensive. That's right. Keep it warm. If Cailleach said, I'm going to make it last a long time, she would go out on Imbolc to gather her wood. So if the weather was nice on Imbolc, you knew that the winter was going to last for a long time still. Because the weather was nice. That means Cailleach wanted to come out and gather wood all day long so that she had enough for a nice long rest of the winter. So if it's crappy, if it's cold and snowy and rainy and wet and crappy weather on Imbolc, I like it better. Because that is, as a result, people were generally relieved if it's a day of foul weather. It means that Cailleach is asleep and she'll run out of firewood soon, and so the winter will be over shorter. We had 21 children and no twins. Oh my goodness. 21? Wow. I can't even imagine 21. Now my grandfather's brother had 13 children, which seemed like, how the hell could you do that? I can't even imagine having one. I know. I always think when I say I have 4 boys, people go, oh, you have 4 boys? Yeah, I have 4 boys. We had a lot of fun in the house. We roughhoused all the time. I learned how to wrestle. But I always think, yeah, 4 is a lot. I have to say, there's a huge difference between 2 and 3. 2 is like, manageable. 3, they outnumber you now. And that's like a big difference. So I thought when I had 3, I thought, okay, 4 can't be that much more. It really is. 3 and 4, there's a huge difference too. And then they really outnumber you. And then you're like, there are days that you're like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Yeah, that's the way they did it before. So Groundhog's Day came from the Celts also, because they stole that from Cailleach, from the Celts. Now I have screwed up the order of my papers. People are still looking at me like crazy for having 3. I know. You should see people's eyes when I tell them I have 4 boys. They're like, oh, you have 4. Yeah, I have 4. Okay. Home hearth fires. So what else do we do for Imbolc? The other mothers would say, see you next year. Oh my gosh. How funny that they were like, oh yeah, just keep cranking them out. Did you find your hooker deck? I did. I did find my hooker deck. Yes, I did. This is my hooker deck. Yep, I showed it earlier. I tell people I have 5 kids. They're like, no way, right? I wanted kids, but I have Lilith on my moon. Not a real good aspect for childbearing. Oh, Jess. Whew. Right? So what else do we do for Imbolc? We put the wands in. Brigid's crosses. So Brigid's crosses can be made with any kind of reed. You can, there's all kinds of, I'll try to post some in the group. There is, most people use like wheat or corn or that the U.S. that our birth rate is very low. No one is having children. I bet, Caroline, because I know in my generation alone, first of all, most people didn't have kids till much later than me. I was the only person in my like graduating class that had kids for like 10 years. They did not have any kids until they were like far into their 30s. And a lot of people just decided not to. And you don't blame them for some things because, we're living in a crazy time. What do we do with last year's cross? So you can put it into your fire. You're supposed to have a fire. This is one of the fire holidays because we want to remind Brigid that it's time to start warming things up here, Brigid. It's fucking cold. Well, that means there's still a chance my mind could change about kids. It won't. You never know, Chase. If you meet the right woman, and that's what usually happens. You haven't met the right woman, that's okay. But what happens is you meet the right woman and you think, I love this person so much. And I don't understand why you just feel so connected. And you're like, of course I want to do something with that connection that will last longer than us. It just happens. I'm not saying it will definitely, but it could. That's right. They do bring a lot of blessings. You're going to go, what? There's a child in the White House, that's for sure, Stephen. Got to drive home. Okay, Maddie, be careful, sweetheart. You said it wasn't snowing, so you should be okay, right? I hope so. 4-legged furry babies don't talk back. Oh, yeah, that's for sure. Also, kids are a way for the ancestors to be reborn. That's true. That is true. Okay, where are we at? Wheat stalks. Brigid's crosses are fashioned from wheat stalks, exchanged as symbols of protection and prosperity in the coming year. Home hearth fires are put out and relit. So most of the time back in the ancient times, you kept the hearth fire burning the entire winter. But for Imbolc, they purposely put it out because, again, we're dampening down any of the old energy. So we're sweeping out the fireplace, sweeping out the hearth. We are getting rid of the old and we are starting to build up the new. So they put that out and then they started over and started a new fire. Candles are lit and placed in each room to honor the rebirth of the sun. Oh, here we go. A besom is placed by the front door to symbolize sweeping out the old and welcoming the new. Perfect, right? A coven's high priestess may wear a crown of lights or candles to symbolize the return of the goddess in her main aspect. Brigitte's snake emerges from the womb of the Earth Mother to test the weather, the origin of Groundhog's Day. And in many places, the first crocus flowers begin to spring forth from the frozen earth. I found a besom at the thrift store. How can I clean it? Oh, I have a really good recipe for besom oil. So you clean it just like you would anything else, any other tool. You can sage it, you can salt it, you can ring bells at it, you can blow the wind through it, you can, all that kind of stuff to kind of clear it out. And then you want to anoint it with besom oil. So because besom is such a powerful witch tool, you are supposed to anoint your besom. Now, all of a sudden, I can't remember if it's on the new moon or the full moon. Hold on. I wrote it right on my besom oil. Wait, which is right here someplace. Right here, right here, right here. It is. Did I really not write it? Hold on, I'm hoping that I wrote it in my herbal grimoire. So I did not write it on there. I labeled it, which is a good thing, but I did not write the recipe on there. Hold on. Nope, it's in my main grimoire, which is upstairs. Sorry. Okay, so my favorite essential oil brand. I don't have a favorite, to be honest with you, because what was I going to say? There's a way to dampen down that cinnamon, but hold on, one thing at a time. I'm starting to get squirrely. Yes, I will post it on the Facebook group how to make the oil and when to do it. Besame mucho. Give me a kiss. I probably spelled it wrong. It's BESOM, but that's okay. So I think I want to say it's the new moon, but because it's bringing in a new energy, but I'm not certain. Yay, organize your own things. They're good. You are welcome. I will. So there's a very specific way that you can do that. If you want to, if you feel like that's something that you want to do, don't forget, if it works for you, it works. If that's not something, if you feel like you're not going to use a broom, a besom in your spiritual practice very much, don't use it. What do you use to make a besom? That's good thought. What do you got? I have, now can you see? Yeah, see all the staffs I make back there in the corner? So I make those when we have a tree limb fall, like we have a storm and we have tree limbs that start falling. I start making staffs again. And I take my knife that I use specifically for that. I have anointed that for that. And I strip all the bark. Yep, a wooden branch. I strip all the bark off. I have a bunch of staffs from my grandma's lilac trees because they're really important to me, and my grandma's maples. And I strip all the bark off of it, and I sand it, and I burn symbols into it. I have a pyrography, gun. I put symbols into it. And then you gather stuff that you want for the bottom, for the actual sleeping part. Now, some people there's an actual herb called broom. That's fairly good for it. I have used willow, the real little willow branches that kind of come off of the bigger ones. They're really good for making a besom. You can use pine. I've seen pine used, although that's kind of hard because when it dries out, it kind of loses stuff. But if you're going to use it mostly outside for a ritual circle, that would work. You can use anything you want. And there's lots of good, how-tos out there. I'm sure I bet you there's some on my Pinterest page too. Don't get lost. You'll fall in. Okay. Christian religion adopted a number of these themes as follows. February 1st became St. Bridget's Day. You are still alive? Yes. Yes, yes. Sick of my internet. Okay. I can't even count how many that is tonight. What is that, 5? That has died on me. I hate my internet. Spectrum sucks. I won't say the rest of that. Okay. February 1st became St. Bridget's Day. And February 2nd became Candlemas. Candlemas, however they want to say it. Love that face. Which is the day for them to bless all the candles for the liturgical year. The Feast of the Purification of the Blessed Virgin Mary adapts the Maiden Goddess theme. The alternative date of February 14th, Old Candlemas, Christianized as Valentine's Day, is employed by some covens. Candlemas, the Mass for candle blessing. That's right. Candlemas. White flowers, candle wheels, Brigitte crosses, pre-pack wands, plows. Perfect. Right. So at some point, right before dusk, if you're home, sometimes like I may not be home because it's a Friday. I don't get out until 4:30. So it's usually dark by the time I get home. You should turn off all the lights in your house, blow out any candles on purpose, and just sit in the dark for a minute and think about Brigitte and welcoming Brigitte back in. And so that's what you do. Everything dark. And then you start in one room and you light a candle in one room. Now, again, be careful. If you have cats around who really like to screw with your shit, then don't start a fire in your house to do this. Get little, the little tea light candles that are battery powered or something. Or just turn a light on. So the point is for Imbolc night, you're supposed to have a light in every house in your room. In every room in your house. Thank you for subscribing, Beth. Every room, and you lost no volume on the phone? What? So I just had to fix. Monday, I'll catch up when I get it fixed. Oh, sorry, Roseanne. Birthday candles work? Well, the problem with birthday candles is you want to leave it on all night. So I would either get the 7-day candles at the dollar store, guys. At the Dollar Tree, you can get the 7-day candles, the white ones for $1. And for Imbolc, white candles are really good. So grab some of those. If you don't, again, don't be safe. If you don't think you can do a candle in every room because you can't really keep an eye on it and you have kids or pets or whatever that could knock it over, don't do that. Just turn a light on. The thing is, you're going to waste electricity. Dave and Maddie talked about having the lights out night. This is a light on night. You want to keep a light on. And yep, battery operated is perfect, or electrical. Perfect. You want to keep a light on in every room of your house just for Imbolc, because that is how you are inviting Brigitte back in. You're putting a broom by the door. If you have a besom or a broom, you're going to put the broom by the door. Your little Brigid's bed, your bride's bed has little Brigid and the Priapac wand there. That is to symbolize Brigid welcoming you back in. She's going to warm up the rest of your home and start warming up for spring. Okay, does that make sense? Yay. The bonfires were lit in the ancient times. Now, for me, I think out of all of the Imbolcs I have celebrated, I probably have had 2, maybe 3 bonfires. It's really hard to sit out in the freezing cold in February and light a bonfire, at least in New York. I've had a couple that weren't horrible, so I have gone out and kind of lit one and hung out for a couple minutes and then been like, okay, that's it. But, you know, we do what we can. If it works for you, it works. We do the best we can. We're going to symbolize that warming up anyways, but that's what it is. It's symbolizing the warming up of the earth, okay? 2, yep. Fire celebrations. While Samhain fires were lit to ward off evil spirits, and Beltane they served to offer protection and growth. Hey, Pankaj, how are you, sweetie? Perhaps for the vigil before Imbolc, you can start lighting one of the 7-day candles for like an hour or so. Snuff it. When Imbolc comes, we'll have 12 candles to light all night. That's a good idea, for sure. By the way, Pankaj just came in, and I just have to say that I know Pankaj personally. So everyone say hi. Hi, Pankaj. I see you're finally here. You must have woken up. He lives in India, and he's a real sweetheart. So everyone say hi, Pankaj. He wants to, damn it. He wants to come to America and come to school in America. Yay. We've talked about he's funny because he is not pagan. He doesn't really understand it, but he's trying. He's really good. I'm teaching him stuff. And he is amazed that I know anything about like the Hindu goddesses and stuff because of course he's in India. So he's like, wait, you know that? I'm like, yeah, because I'm a pagan. So I kind of study as much as I can. Thank you guys for being so nice. That's sweet. Okay. The Celts were always concerned about the, oh wait, did I skip some? Yeah. Rather than a huge central bonfire, Imbolc was more about the home and each home's hearth. Every home in the community would have their own fire burning right through the night. And during medieval times, when homes consisted of actual wood and stone buildings, rather than the wattle and daub huts of the Celts, all of the fires in the house were lit for the night. If for some reason that wasn't possible, it was sufficient to have candles lit in every room instead. Okay? So the Celts were always concerned about the weather, something that has lasted up until the present day with a lot of Irish people. So Imbolc was an important time to read the omens and attempt to predict the weather for summer. So fire scrying is a big thing for Imbolc too. If you want to use some of that psychic energy in the air, try fire scrying. It's cool. It's fun. I love to fire scry, but I usually do it when I can have an outside bonfire because it's a little bit, candles are okay, but it's really nice to try to fire scry when you have a bonfire outside. It's really nice. And it's a little bit easier because you can see all kinds of symbols in that fire outside. Candle, sometimes, it depends on the candle. A wood wick one might work better because it kind of dances a little bit more, but the outside bonfires are really fun. An unusual but widely popular omen if the weather was especially bad on the day of Imbolc, which meant a great summer was on the way. Oh, we talked about Cailleach. Yep. Visiting wells was another important custom. You're welcome. For Imbolc, particularly holy wells. Visitors would walk around the well in the same direction that the sun traveled and praying for health and wealth for the year. Offerings were left at the well when this was done, usually coins or cluties, which is like a little piece of cloth. Special foods were also part of the festivities, usually consisting of bannock. You ever heard of bannock bread? Bannock bread is well, I think it's an Irish, but it might just be Celtic and could be all of the Celts. Made this great Irish bread, and they would have charms that they put in the bread, in different spots in the bread. As it was starting to bake, they kind of dropped in these charms in different, and depending on which charm you got, yes, it's like soda bread, yeah. Depending on which charm you got, that meant it was a way to predict your future for the year, for the rest of the year. So they'd put in like a clover, I just said it, a little piece of jewelry, clover. What the hell is wrong with my brain, you guys? Charm. A little clover charm in one piece. Yep, thank you. They would put, and so the clover, if you got the clover, that would be good luck. They would put a little diamond in another piece. That meant if you weren't married, you were going to get married. They would put, I'll have to look them up. There's like 5 or 6 charms, and depending on which charm you got, that predicted what the rest of your year was going to be like. So I thought that was cool. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so Brigitte, kind of like a king cake for Mardi Gras. Yeah, exactly. For sure. Okay, so Brigitte. Brigitte is who we are celebrating. Isn't it? Oh, yes. Yes. I think you're right, Angela. Did they? Yeah, and I think they even called it the same thing. Or Bannerac or something like that. Immigrated to America, married. I missed that. Hold on. Married some Native Americans, so them having old pagan traditions is not surprising. For sure. Yeah, that's true. And yes, I think you're right, Angela. I always get that card. Always. Almost always when I work with the Halloween Oracle. So I'm pretty sure you're right. So Brigitte is a huge presence at this time of year. So for the Celts, this is her time of the year. The Celts, their calendar goes specifically, has a specific goddess that you work with through each part of the calendar year. And this begins Brigitte's part. One of the goddesses Celts worshipped at this festival was Brigitte, the daughter of Dagda, the chief of the Celtic deity, and one of Tuatha De Danann, the first inhabitants of Ireland. She is associated with many things, most significantly poetry and fertility, but such activities as healing, smithing, arts and crafts, tending to livestock, and serpents also make the cut. She is credited with creating a whistle for people to call one another through the night. Brigitte created the whistle. Some legends claim that while one half of her face was beautiful, the other was horribly ugly. She is thought by many to be the Celtic equivalent of the Roman goddess Minerva and the Greek goddess Athena. Hold on, I missed something. What? Ah, yes. Might meet some interesting fae. Oh, if you astral travel, I get you. I got you. I'm following. All right. Saint Bridget, on the other hand, was not a mythical goddess to the Christians who adopted her, but a real woman born in Dundalk, County Louth, around the 5th century AD. During her lifetime, she became a nun, founded numerous monasteries, and performed her fair share of miracles. So they actually found a Bridget to call a saint. Isn't that funny? So as a natural progression for Imbolc, the pagan festival, worshiping the goddess Brigitte, to become the Christian festival in honor of Saint Bridget. For Celts, Brigitte represented the all-important light half of the year, so her presence was much revered during the festival. On Imbolc Eve, it was claimed that she would visit the most virtuous homes and bless everyone who slept in them. So people would leave pieces of clothing, food, or other... Ha! I swear I'm going to get better internet. I think Celtic Brigitte is different from Hoodoo Bridget. Yes, yes, yes. Very, very, very different energies there. For sure. Not that one is worse or better or anything, but very different energies. Okay. Ashes. Oh, ashes from, this is a good thing. If you have, some people say they're connected. You know, I've heard that, but also their energies are so different that I just don't see that. But I mean, I have heard people say that before. I don't know where they got that from. I haven't really studied that part of it, but ashes, that's where I am. Ashes from the fire that was left to burn all night long would be smoothed out and left to see if a mark from Brigitte appeared to confirm that she had visited the house. Sometimes a makeshift bed would even be made up next to the fire in case the saint wanted to rest a while. This tradition was particularly popular in the Isle of Man. Oh yeah, the reason I wrote this down is because this was in a Christian thing that I read, that they like adopted all of the pagan goddess Brigitte's stuff. Like they even made a bed for her and stuff and put her next to the fire. And it was for Brigitte, not Bridget. Do you think she's your ancestor? In the Catholicism, she's actually ahead of her times because she's found on a tomb. I'm so behind, guys. It's been a while. I'm losing focus. Sorry, honey. That's okay. No problem, little dandelion. Good night, honey. Metal charms are okay to cook in the bread. Yes. Specific metal. Oh, that's a good thought. I always use stainless steel because I know that nothing. I guess you would. That's probably true. I would be careful with like real silver or something. I don't know if it, because it's a soft metal, if it would do anything in there. I know that stainless steel is okay. So I usually go to Michael's, you know, and you get all the little charms and you just want something teeny. But not too teeny. That there's kind of an in-between, isn't there? And that's the other thing. You tell all your guests, whoever you're cutting this bread for, there's stuff in here. There's little charms. So you want to kind of take your fork and mash it up a little bit so you know you're not swallowing one of these charms. Oops. Sorry, I killed your kid. He choked on the charm. That would be very bad. All right. Yes. Yes, the Brigitte's cross. That's a big important thing. For breaking teeth. Yes. Yeah, no kidding. Definitely don't break your teeth. For sure, for sure, for sure. I printed out, there is, what the heck is her name? Does it say on here? Of course I didn't print that out. There's, on my Pinterest pages on all the holidays, there's always a playlist. And it's from the same website all the time. And this woman was great. And she hasn't posted in a long time, so I don't know what happened to her. If she just stopped or moved out someplace else or what happened. I think it's not the Penniless Pagan, although that's a good one too. This is like a pagan parent or something. But I have printed out her Imbolc playlist because a lot of times she has some really good ideas. Okay, Maddie. For songs that would go along with this. And some of them are pagan and some of them are not. That are like, oh yeah, we could use that for like Shine from Dolly Parton. That's a good one for Imbolc. That's not pagan at all, but that's a good, that fits the theme, right? All right, Tamara. Thanks, Sunny. Thanks for coming. And then there's a lot of pagan ones in there too, but there's always like the one I always think of too is Here Comes the Sun at Yule morning. Here comes the sun. Da-na-na-na. All right. So are there any questions now that we've kind of gone through the feeling of Imbolc and what it's about and some ideas of what to do? And we'll definitely be talking about doing a ritual. I think I Am the Fire by the Hellstorm will be my, oh, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. S.J. Tucker has a good one like that too. Firebird. I am the fire something. That would be a good one too. Any ideas for people who don't work with the Celtic pantheon? Okay, so absolutely. Some of it, Maddie, but it's okay. We're all right. I keep doing that with my darn magazines. Which, by the way, do any of you get Sage Woman? This is another witchy magazine. There's a couple of them. I think I've showed these a couple times, but they're good. I like to have actual printed magazines about witchy stuff. It's always good. Salt and bay leaves. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Why do I always do that? I always look for my phone so I can show you a Pinterest page, and I don't have it. But one of the things you can put on your altar is a glass, like a clear glass that is half filled with salt, and you put bay leaves around it. And I'm sure I can find it in 1 second. Ready? Right here. Represent the coming of spring with salt and bay leaves in a glass. You see that? That's always a really pretty, because it's like a minimalist thing. That's always a really pretty way to symbolize the spring coming. So if you're not Celtic, the same kind of thing applies. We are still looking forward to spring. We are still knowing that in that earth that, yes, ice candles, absolutely, for sure, that things are starting to grow underneath the earth. So I usually do like a snow bowl and put candles in it. If you do the ice candles, those are cool too. You put water in a bucket, and then you put a smaller bucket in the middle of it and put it outside. So when it freezes, I don't know if this is what she was talking about. Singing the sunshine, right? So when it freezes, there's like a hole in the middle, and then you can put a candle in the middle of it, and it looks really pretty, really pretty. I usually have a snow bowl on my altar that, you know, I bring in some snow, and you put candles in it and light the candles and do a meditation for Imbolc. It's about spring is coming. It's about returning the sun to us. Slowly, slowly, that sun is coming, but we want to remember that, you know, allow it to remember that it needs to warm up a little bit in order for stuff to grow. Seed blessings. This is a big time for seed blessings. Now, some people wait until Ostara to do seed blessings. I usually, it depends because it's hard to find seeds. So I will start, you know, with a simple seed blessing of, I'll buy a couple of seed packets that I know I want to grow also. But I usually, right? Oh, that's a good idea. I usually save most of that for Ostara because, thank you. Hi, Jennifer. Because for me, I can't really start growing my seedlings until Ostara. Because it's, again, I can't grow stuff in the house because my kitties like to destroy anything living. So it's hard for me to grow stuff. I want to get one of those zip-up greenhouses, the little ones that you can put in your house because then I was thinking maybe I could keep the cats out of it and hopefully they wouldn't be able to get at my plants and eat them. That's okay. I'm wrapping up anyway, Joyce. No big deal. I like those ideas. I'm still hesitant to do any ritual to other deity. That's okay. No problem. Doesn't bother me at all because we're just encouraging the spring. We are welcoming the warmth back. We are, reminding ourselves that it's time to clean stuff out. So we are doing that spring cleaning. I do a floor wash to wipe out. Now, first you're going to sage the whole house, which to me, when I do that, I think of all that negativity dropping to the floor. And then you can do a floor wash, an anti-negativity pre-pack wand to bless my seeds. There you go. Perfect. Make a greenhouse out of large pickle jars. Ooh, that's a good idea, Lillian. That's a good idea. Then just kind of leave the top loose. That's a good idea. Absolutely. For you, Rosie, hold on, where's my wheel of the year? All right, I can't find it. It's not. All right, for you, Rosie, you just had Beltane, right? Because the opposite of Yule is Beltane. Yes? No. No. Hold on. I got to look at. Yeah, I think you're right. It's Lunasa. I'm looking at my books in front of me. Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, Litha. Okay. So not quite Lunasa yet. So Litha. So midsummer. Yours will be midsummer. When that go mid? I don't know. I would trust them. I have to look at my wheel of the year because it always confuses me unless I'm looking at it in front of me. Yes, leave top loose or clear plastic with holes. Perfect. Awesome. So is that it? Are we good? We can talk next time about ideas. I'll start posting stuff about Imbolc. Now that we've talked about Imbolc, I'll start posting stuff about Imbolc, about making your own pre-pack wand, about making your Brigid's bed and your Brigid, your bride, and some of the different kind of crafts and stuff that you can do for Imbolc. Milk on the altar, yes. Lambs. I always put lambs on my altar. I have a bunch of lambs that I've gotten over the years that I put on my altar because that to me really, I think partly because I have a sheep farm that I pass every single day. So I always see the baby lambs about February. And to me, that is the biggest sign. I'm like, oh, the baby lambs are here. Yay. I'm almost there. So I get a bunch of lambs. If you don't know where to find lambs, look at the Christmas section of your thrift shop for old nativity scenes. Like the old nativities, they always had a lamb in there. And I usually buy the nativity and I keep the animals and I figure out something to do with the other things. A pea, a cloth, a coin, a ring, and a stick within a loaf speckled sweetness slice and eat it. Perfect. Love it. That must be for the bread, right? And no problem, Lillian. Anytime you're going through a crisis, we all know you go through ups and downs. And for me, this stuff, this connection with you guys, it heals my soul. I need this. I need to think about other stuff rather than what am I doing? How is this going to go? Where's this? And I've really decided, not that I'm setting everything aside. It sounds bad. Hopefully my son isn't down here. Yes. Around Easter, they have lambs too. Yep. I've really decided that I'm just putting in my brain this couple weeks, I'm putting into my head what my life would be like if I did decide that my time with him was done. This is what my life will be like. And I'm trying this out for myself to say, I can do this. If this is what I decide, this is not the end of the world. I'm good. So I'll get there. All right, guys. I love you. Boardwalk Empire showed that in an episode with the bread. Oh, really? No kidding. Sometimes you need to forget and it's okay. Yep, absolutely. Be strong. I am a warrior woman, let me tell you. All right, sweethearts. I love you all. I will be back on tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I will be back on tomorrow. Same time, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. We haven't done a tarot talk in a while, so we may be doing a tarot talk tomorrow. Bye, Chase. Thanks for hanging in there, honey. And good luck with your new house. I'm so excited. Yay. Tomorrow we'll do a tarot talk. Sound good?